between the Crusaders of Madonna University and the Lakers of Roosevelt University. At this time, let's introduce this afternoon's starting lineups. First, for the visitors, the Crusaders of Madonna. Senior guard number 1, Ryan Nunn. Senior guard number 5, Ian Barker. Senior guard number 21, Devin Dunn. Graduate forward number 10, Henry Spate. And graduate center number 30, Mark Mich. The Crusaders are coached by Noel Ellenheiser. Now, the Lakers of Roosevelt University.
Good afternoon. Welcome once again to the University of St. Francis and the Sullivan Center, where we have part 2 of day 1. If that's not confusing enough, of the USF New Year's Classic. Just now we saw the second-ranked Thomas More University of Kentucky take out the hosts of this shindig, University of St. Francis, 70-68. Now it's time for game 2 of the afternoon. It's Madonna against Roosevelt, and the tip is won by Madonna, the Crusaders in blue. Go from left to right. Roosevelt, the home team on the scoreboard, goes from right to left wearing white. Terry Bonadonna with you on the call for this afternoon's action. Two very good teams off to great starts this season, going head-to-head here this afternoon. 7 on the shot clock for Madonna. Freed up inside. The layup is good for Henry Spate. Nice lay in there for Spate, and a good start for Madonna, a team that likes to work quickly. Roosevelt's defense forced them to slow down a little bit on that possession, but they got a good look in the end, and they get the first 2 points of the afternoon. Roosevelt going the other way. It's Matt Myers kicking it outside. Julio Montez fires down low. This is Shane Stevenson, the freshman from Minnesota, with a little turnaround from close range. He ties the score up at 2. Both teams score on their first possession. Another chance here for Madonna. Crusaders come into today's action with a record of 11-3. This is Spate again, a little bit too hard off the glass this time. Henry Spate came in averaging just under 15 points per game as the three-pointer is no good. We're going the other way. Spate, Barker, Nunn, Dunn, and Meddy, the starters for Madonna. Their longtime coach Noel Ellenheiser. Ian Barker, jump stop in the paint. Up with the shot, no good. Well defended on the play by Yuri Swinford. Here's Julio Montez the other way. Montez, freshman point guard from Lincoln Park, northern neighborhood of Chicago. Montez passes up top to Matt Myers. Around to Shane Stevenson, 3-ball, short. Rebound tipped into the hands of Ian Barker. Lobbed over the head of Meddy and out of bounds. Ryan Nunn too tall that time on the pass for Mark Meddy. Slow going to begin things for Madonna. This is a team that routinely scores over 90 in a game. In fact, their last 2 games, they've averaged 98 points. And they're close to the 90 number for the season. Swinford spins through the lane and draws the foul. Roosevelt tends to operate at a little bit of a slower pace, but what interested me about Madonna, not only they score a lot, their shooting percentage is not particularly high. They just move at a really fast pace, and we've seen it on their last few possessions, but a little bit out of control as Roosevelt has successfully slowed them down a tad. Now the Lakers are trying to get their offense on track. Swinford to the line for a pair of free throws. Yuri Swinford is the leading scorer this year for D. Brown's Roosevelt Lakers, averaging 15 points per game. 76% foul shooter for the year, and he makes the first. D. Brown, the former NBA player, former college All-American, in his first season as head coach with Roosevelt, and off to a great start with the Lakers, who are 10-4 so far this season. Swinford goes 1 of 2. They had their 9-game winning streak snapped recently, but bounced back with a win in their last game. Their loss came against a top 15 opponent that broke up that streak. There's a drive down low and a dish to Spate in the corner. The two-pointer is good. Off the feed from Devin Dunn. Henry Spate puts Madonna back in front. He's got all 4 so far for the Crusaders. Ayo Ajiboye works his way inside, high off the glass, drops it in. Good drive from Ajiboye. Roosevelt's back on top. Back and forth we go early on, three-point attempt. Ethan Immersion off the bench, knocks down the triple. First three-pointer of the game for either side. Madonna has the lead. The lead has gone back and forth on the last 3 possessions. Here's Swinford at the right elbow. Swinford turns to face the basket, works inside and kicks it out to Stevenson. On the drive, Stevenson loses the ball because he was knocked on the arm. A foul called. And Stevenson, I think, will go to the line here. They did call it a shooting foul. Shane Stevenson, 6'7" tall freshman. Shoots it at just 39% from the line. Stevenson averages 7.5 points, 4 rebounds per game this year. And as I mentioned, not great from the line, trying to make 1 of 2 here. Noel Emmenheiser using his bench liberally early on. Derek Murray is on the floor. Stevenson makes the second free throw. Isaac Anderson is out there as well, and Anderson handles the point guard duties here as he carries it across half court. This is Immersion. Hit the three-pointer on the last possession. Hand off to Mark Meddy. Spate in the post. Shot clock is down to 10. Spate backs in. Up with the left hand. No good, but he's fouled by Ayo Ajiboye. First foul on Ajiboye. It is the first on Roosevelt. Henry Spate is at the line for 2 shots. 71% shooter for the season. Spate's got 5 points for Madonna. As Roosevelt goes to the bench for the first time, Chima Nwosu is in, as is Lucas Jordan. Second shot coming up for Spate. Trying to match Roosevelt's total today with his 6th point. He does. Good start today for Henry Spate, and Madonna has the early 3-point lead. Matt Myers works it around the perimeter. Here's Swinford. Swinford takes it inside on Spate, then an offensive foul is called. Little hook with the off arm of Yuri Swinford there, and the grad transfer from Henderson State is called for his first foul. 2 fouls on each team now. Derek Murray bounces to Spate. Thought about the 3 from the top. Instead puts it on the floor, puts himself on the floor as well, but he kept his dribble alive. Now down low. Did he step on the line? I think Isaac Anderson stepped on the baseline is the call, so it's a turnover. And it'll go to the Lakers. Jordan Duncan comes on for Henry Spate. So Duncan's on the floor for the first time. 4 subs out there right now for Madonna. 4.5 minutes in. Tight start to this one as Madonna has a 3-point lead. Swinford puts it on the floor. Swinford starts the drive, picks it up in the paint with 2 defenders around, gives it up to Montez. 3-pointer is a little bit short on line, but not enough strength under it for Julio Montez. Ball is lost by Isaac Anderson, scooped up by Lucas Jordan. Jordan comes away with the steal and then coughs it right back up. Knocked out of bounds. It was last touched by Madonna. I think Derek Murray got it last. So it'll stay with Roosevelt, who goes to their bench. Andrew Vion, senior from Riverside Brookfield High School, comes in to give Matt Myers a breather. Montez lobs it into Swinford. Julio Montez bounces down low to Swinford. Right back out to Montez. Fakes the shot. Carries it inside. A leaner is no good, but he's fouled from behind by Jordan Duncan. So Julio Montez will go to the line. Montez, an impressive start to his college career. Freshman point guard. Comes in averaging close to 4 assists per game, 14 points. He shoots the ball extremely well. He makes the first free throw. 41% from three-point range. Montez has only missed 3 free throws all year. He's 31 of 34, which is better than 91%. Nine to 8 our score as Montez knocks them both down. Just over 5 minutes in. This one got off to a little bit of a late start. First game on this floor today was a nail-biter. Came down to the final seconds, and so it ran a little bit long. Mark Meddy backs in. Meddy up with the right hand, doesn't get the roll. Fight for the rebound, won by Duncan. Back up, no good. Rebound Jordan. 2 chances inside the paint for Madonna. Neither one of them goes. And now Montez tries to respond with a 3. And he gets the bounce off the front of the rim, the top of the backboard, and back down and in for Julio Montez, who has the last 5 for Roosevelt. The Lakers are back in front. Ryan Nunn sets it up for the Crusaders. Outside, Derek Murray dribbles it off his foot. Montez falls on top of it. Ahead to Andrew Vion. Vion to the cutting Chima Nwosu. The layup is good. And Roosevelt's on a 7-0 run. 4-point lead for the Lakers. And we're going the other way. It's a turnover. Anderson just flat out lost the ball on his way up. It wasn't deflected. Slipped through his fingers. And another turnover committed by Madonna. Gives the ball back to Roosevelt. The Crusaders have not scored in a while now. Good start for Roosevelt in this game. This is their biggest lead so far. First multi-score lead for either team as Montez dribbles it out of bounds. Ran into Jordan Duncan defensively. Duncan didn't hit the ball, but he disrupted Montez's rhythm and he dribbled it straight out. So turnovers on both sides. Meddy drives on Vion. Meddy all the way in, up with the left and in. He's fouled by Andrew Vion and a chance for a 3-point play. Third foul on Roosevelt. It sends Meddy to the line to try to make this a 1-point game. Foul shot is good. 3-point play. Here's Myers. Picked up, passed out to Ajiboye. Vion kicks to Jordan. 3-pointer. Lucas Jordan off the mark. Rebounded by Jordan Duncan. On the run, in traffic. The runner misses from Murray. He gets it back, and he's fouled. Derek Murray on his way to the free throw line.
Roosevelt foul number 0, Andrew Dion, his second, team score.
First free throw is good for Derek Murray. That ties us up at 13. Back and forth start to this game. Roosevelt just went on their best run with 7 consecutive points, but Madonna has responded quickly. They've scored 4 in a row, unable to make it 5 in a row and recapture the lead as Murray's second free throw attempt misses. So the Lakers have the ball with a tie score, 13 all. It's an unlucky number, so I hope somebody scores soon to break us out of it. There's a drive from Swinford. Swinford is bumped on his way up. Fourth foul on Madonna, and it gives Yuri Swinford 2 free throws. Swinford is the leading scorer this season for Roosevelt. And he makes better than 3/4 of his free throw attempts. First shot is good. Roosevelt's back on top. Second game that Roosevelt has played in this building this season. They were here as visitors last month as the second free throw misses. Trailed most of the game, but ended up pulling out a dramatic last-second victory, 80-78 over St. Francis. And now they'll play 2 games here this week, not against St. Francis. Madonna today. They've got Thomas Moore tomorrow. Henry Spate backs in on Lucas Jordan. Spate kicks it outside. Open 3 is good for Ryan Nunn. And Madonna reclaims the lead, 16-14. Myers gets the contact, no foul, kicks it out to Swinford. Free throw misses, or three-pointer rather, misses short. Ian Barker's in some trouble, but he's able to pass it out to Nunn. Back over to Barker. Barker's called for the travel, lost his footing a little bit. There was some contact there with Chima Nwosu, but no foul. And when Barker lost his balance, he's called for the travel. Roosevelt calls timeout, 11:45 to play in the first half. And the Crusaders of Madonna, coming down from Michigan, have a 16-14 lead over the Lakers from nearby. Roosevelt comes to town from Chicago, so they're the team of the 3 visitors here this week who has traveled the least distance to be here. A regular conference foe of St. Francis, so they know the area very well. Last time these 2 teams met up, Roosevelt and Madonna, was almost a year ago to the day. New Year's Eve last year, they met up in the Chicago area, but not here. They played one another at Roosevelt. Madonna was in town. They played against St. Francis, in fact, right here. And then as long as they were in the Chicago area, they hit up Roosevelt on their way out. The Lakers were victorious by 10 points in that game. It was a very different Roosevelt team, though. New coaching staff came in. They brought in a lot of new talent. They've got 2 freshmen in the starting lineup, and 2 transfers as well. So a lot of new faces here. So far, it's worked out for them. 10-4 start to the season. 16-14. Maybe not as high scoring to start this thing as I would have predicted coming in. Not a lot of flow on offense for either side so far. A lot of the damage has been done from the free throw lines. We'll see if the offenses can find their rhythm as we approach the second half of this first half. Swinford looks down low for Adjaboye and has him there. Adjaboye with a little pump fake, fires it into the corner. Lucas Jordan for 3, rims out, offensive rebound. Adjaboye back up, no. Adjaboye fighting for it again, and this time he's fouled. Foul is called on Matthew McClellan. And that's already number 5 on Madonna. Matt Myers inbounds it, finds Yuri Swinford. Swinford picks it up, gets it back outside to Myers. Shot clock at 10. Little fake from Myers. He leans to the right, misses, didn't get the rim. Gets his own rebound, though, and scores. It was, I believe, the 4th chance of the possession for Roosevelt. And they make Madonna pay for giving up so many opportunities. 16 all. Swung around to the left side. Good ball movement, and the three-pointer drops for Devin Dunn. Great possession for the Crusaders. They're back in the lead. Here's a drive and kick. Jordan for 3. Looking for the tie, but comes up short. Lucas Jordan is struggling with his shot early on today. Working his way inside. Immersion loses the handle on it, gets it back and shovels out to Ian Barker. Immersion, step back 3. No. Jordan grabs the rebound. Lucas Jordan fires it ahead. Finds Ajiboye there, and he misses on the jumper. Spate grabs the rebound. Spate drives with the left hand. Pull up inside and scores. Henry Spate has been the big performer early on for either side in this game. He's closing in on 10 points already. He's given Madonna its biggest lead of the game, 21-16. Biggest lead for either team today. They've scored the last 5. Swinford trying to answer, splitting the double team. He's fouled. Two more free throws coming up. These 2 for Yuri Swinford, who's been to the line a few times already this afternoon. Swinford's first attempt is good as Roosevelt goes to the bench. Julio Montez and Shane Stevenson, the 2 freshman starters, return to the floor. Two of 2 for Swinford. That one bounced around the rim for the longest time before finally falling. It's a one-possession game once again here. Derek Murray sets up the offense for Madonna. It's Spate lobbing it down low. And a travel is called on Matthew McClellan. Apparently shuffled the feet a little bit before passing out. And Madonna turns it over. Montez. Pass tipped, but it finds Matt Myers just the same. Myers backs in, 3 defenders around him. Myers turns to face the basket and kicks it outside. Montez with 10 to shoot. Works it into the right side. Montez off the glass and in. Pretty drive from the freshman Julio Montez. 1-point game. Madonna broke a 16-all tie with 5 straight points. Roosevelt has answered with back-to-back buckets to cut it to 1. Henry Spate crossover 3. Short, doesn't get the bounce. Rebound Stevenson. And Roosevelt can reclaim the lead on this possession. It's Montez working his way back over to Swinford. Shane Stevenson back out to Swinford at the top. Pass deflected out of bounds by Roosevelt. Montez couldn't track it down. So with a chance to reclaim the lead, the Lakers turn it over. And it's Madonna basketball. Here's Derek Murray bouncing it to his right. Back up top, Spate. Over to the left side, Murray. Into the corner, Mehdi. Mehdi finds Immersion down low. Immersion working against Montez. Off balance, misses the shot. Stevenson lets the rebound slip through his fingertips, but grabs it out of the air and keeps it alive for Roosevelt. Montez throws it away. It is intercepted by Isaac Anderson, and Anderson lays it in at the other end. First score for Madonna in the last couple of minutes, and they're back up by 3. Swinford's pass to Stevenson is poked away by Mehdi. Here come the Crusaders. Anderson lays it up and in once again. Timeout called by Roosevelt. The lead is back up to 5 for Madonna, matching the largest of this first half. 7.5 minutes to go. And the Crusaders have turned defense into offense these last few possessions. Roosevelt seemed to be getting back on track. They had scored a couple of baskets in a row, made it a 1-point game. And then they had a chance to take the lead, but since then they haven't even gotten a shot off. They've turned it over on their last few possessions. Roosevelt comes out of the timeout with Myers, Montez, Stevenson, Adjaboye, and Swinford. It's their 5 starters. Mehdi, Murray, Immersion, Spate, and Anderson on the floor right now for Madonna. Full court press from Isaac Anderson, but Montez is able to beat it. Montez fires it to Adjaboye. Good ball movement into the corner, right back out to Myers. Myers on a little runner, misses it. Rebound tipped out of the hands of Adjaboye by Immersion, who's called for the foul. Ayo Adjaboye at the line for 2 shots. First one is good. Adjaboye, 3rd leading scorer on the team, came in averaging 12 points per game. Just 53% from the line. But he made the first. And true to form, he misses the second. Right around a 50% shooter for the season, and he goes 1 of 2. 4-point game. Madonna has the lead and the ball. Murray drives by everybody, and that's goaltending. Went in anyway. Derek Murray just blew past everyone down there in a white shirt. Good drive. And the lead is 6 now, a new game high for Madonna. Montez down to the corner. Stevenson for 3. It's good. I was just about to say, I haven't seen a lot from the outside yet today for Roosevelt. And a well-timed 3-pointer right there for the freshman Shane Stevenson. Here's Mehdi. Mark Mehdi bounces down low to Henry Spate. Spate backs in, kicks it outside. Murray spins in the paint, runs into a wall and has to send it back out. Mehdi drives and blocked by Swinford, out of bounds. Nice effort by Montez trying to keep it alive. It'll stay with Madonna, 7 on the shot clock. Mark Mehdi blocked on that last play. Mehdi is the team's leading scorer, averaging 16 points per game. He's been quiet so far. Spate drives, spins around Stevenson, blocked from behind, out of bounds with 2 on the shot clock. Stevenson immediately put his hands back to express a lack of guilt. And when a foul wasn't called, he put his hands down. Nothing to complain about. He did block it, 2 on the shot clock after 2 straight blocks. Mehdi's got to get a shot up quickly. He does, and misses the 3, but the rebound chased down by Spate, who saves it from going out of bounds to Mark Mehdi. Into the corner, Murray thought about the 3, instead puts it on the ground, drives and lays it in. Derek Murray puts Madonna ahead once again by 5. Under 6 minutes to play in the half. Adjaboye over to Myers. Matt Myers, wide open 3, in and out. Rebound and a foul. Rebound was grabbed by Roosevelt, but Adjaboye had to go over the back to get it. So he's called for his second foul, and he checks out. Chima Nwosu is back in. Nwosu and Ajiboye transferred in together from Milwaukee Area Tech. Both guys originally Chicago natives, playing collegiately in their hometown now. Lob to Mehdi on the alley-oop, and he comes up short. Too many defenders in his way to finish the dunk. Swinford racing the other way. Swinford layup, no. With the tip, Nwosu gets it to go. Immersion gets the ball back into the corner. Up top, Mehdi. Pass deflected by Myers, out of bounds. It'll stay with Madonna, 19 to shoot, 5:08 to play in the first half. Ethan Immersion sets up the offense. He thought about the three, instead gives it up top. Drive from Devin Dunn. Dunn's runner is good. Delay of game is called against Madonna. It's just a warning for the first one. Here's Montez. Montez tries a three-pointer. Quick shot from Julio Montez, no good, but Nwosu dives on top of it. Offensive rebound, another chance for Montez. The two-pointer bounces around, does not fall. Here come the Crusaders. It's Spate leading the charge. Henry Spate layup is good. Great drive all the way down for Henry Spate. The lead is 7 for Madonna. They're starting to create a little bit of distance here. First time today it's been a 3-score difference. Montez is bumped and a foul is called on Isaac Anderson. That was one that seemed like the reaction from Montez got the call. It was a very late whistle. After there was some contact between Anderson and Montez, but Montez threw his head back and grabbed at his chin, and that's when the whistle blew. So Julio Montez goes to the line. He's 2 of 2 on free throw attempts today. Well over 90% for the season. And he makes the first in a 1-and-1. One more coming. That was the 8th team foul on Madonna. We saw a lot of fouls early on in this half. Figured both teams would be in the bonus sooner than this, but they cooled off a little bit. Roosevelt has only committed 5 fouls to this point. Montez's free throws make it a 5-point game. Along the baseline, kicked into the corner. This is Murray. Murray fights his way inside. Bounces off to Mark Mehdi. Mehdi working against Stevenson. Down low, Stevenson blocks it. And Nwosu comes away with a loose ball. Here come the Lakers. Montez slows it down. Pulled back outside. Fired down low, Nwosu. Kicked out to Myers. Matt Myers spins into the paint. Myers, off-balance jumper, misses. Grabs his own miss. The putback is good. Great job by Myers to stick with it. And it's a 3-point game. Devin Dunn on the right side. Carries it up top and shovels it off to Mehdi. Mehdi out to Murray. This is Murray driving to the right. Murray pulls up. Jumper off the glass is good. The offenses are getting going here. Late in the first half, Madonna's lead is 5. Here's Yuri Swinford, offensive foul. Swinford put his elbow into Jordan Duncan. So Duncan draws the call. Under 3 minutes to play in the half. 5-point lead for Madonna, and they've got possession. As D. Brown goes to his bench and brings on Lucas Jordan and Andrew Vion. They join Montez, Stevenson, and Nwosu, who remain on the floor. Murray bounces to his left, guarded by Stevenson. Murray drives, pulls up on the baseline, pass to Duncan. Duncan's able to finish. Set up by a great drive by Murray. Jordan Duncan at the rim makes it a 7-point lead for Madonna. Montez to the sideline. No look pass inside to Stevenson is deflected and intercepted by Devin Dunn. Dunn flips it across court. This is Nunn. Into the corner, back to Dunn along the baseline. Knocked out of bounds, or was that a foul? I think it's just knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the team in blue. Lobbed into Duncan, poked away by Nwosu, who steps along the sideline and stays in. Nwosu all the way to the rim and fouled. He'll go to the line. Foul was called on the floor, so it'll be 1-1. Seven-point game with just over 2 minutes to go in the first half. These teams traded baskets early. The lead went back and forth, but the Crusaders have held it now for the majority of the half. Last time we were tied was at 16. Free throws are keeping Roosevelt in it here. They've shot the ball well from the line. Nwosu trying to make it 2 of 2 on this trip. He does. Derek Murray has played well in this first half. He sets up the offense. Murray, crossover, spin around Vian, kicks it into the corner. This is Mark Meddy. Meddy against Stevenson, got Stevenson in the air, and he's able to score. It's been tough for Meddy to get on the board this first half, but he's got 2 right there. 7-point game. Jordan, corner 3, got it. Lucas Jordan has struggled from the outside here. That's a big one for him. See if it gets him going at all. Makes it a 4-point game. On the drive, a strip, and Vian fouls Murray. Derek Murray will go to the line. That's the 7th foul on Roosevelt. So Madonna gets a 1-1 here. First of potentially 2 shots for Murray is good. Derek Murray is a 76% free throw shooter. Having a really nice first half of action today for Madonna. And he adds 2 points from the line. Montez sets it up for the Lakers. Around a screen to the right side, picked up by Nunn. Gives it to Jordan. Montez has it poked away. Spate picks up the loose ball. Ahead for Nunn. One-on-one to the rim. Nunn lays it in. Madonna extends their lead. 43-35. Final minute of play in the half. Vian up to Montez. Montez wants the screen. He takes one dribble, gives it to Andrew Vian. Right back to Montez with the shot clock at 10. Vian jump stop. Floater blocked by Meddy. Vian tries to pick it up, squirts through his fingers. And now we've got a whistle, and I think we've got a tie-up here. Possession arrow favors Roosevelt. The shot clock reset. Lakers never hit the rim, so they're going to talk over the clock situation right now. I think they've decided that it's fine where it is. 18 to shoot, 34 seconds to play in the half. Nope, they're resetting the shot clock now to 6. So it is Roosevelt basketball on the possession arrow. 6 seconds to shoot for them. and probably their last chance to get a shot off in this first half, so they want to make it count. As Madonna has slowly started to pull away. Vion into Stevenson. Stevenson with 3 to shoot. Turns around and banks it home. Big bucket for Shane Stevenson. Roosevelt needed those points. Now they'll try for a stop to keep it a 6-point game at halftime. Madonna will hold for 1 shot. Murray dribbles around half court until the clock hits 7. He starts to make his move. Murray to his left, picks up the dribble, passes out to Immersion, 3-pointer. Foul called on Lucas Jordan with .9 on the clock. Jordan was just a little bit late getting there, and Immersion gets himself to the free throw line. A critical foul here, as it looked like we were going into halftime with a 6-point game. Immersion, an excellent free throw shooter, has a chance to balloon the lead up to 9 going into the break. And if he does make all 3 of his free throws, it'll be the biggest lead that Madonna's held today. He hasn't missed a free throw all year. That holds true for at least 1 more shot. 11 of 11 now on the season. Perfect 3 of 3 there. And Roosevelt will not get a shot off before halftime. 46-37 the score. Good back and forth start to this one. Madonna slowly started to pull away as the half went on. It's still anybody's game here, but Madonna is in the driver's seat as we head into halftime. 15 minutes on the clock. I'll be back at the end of the halftime break to get you some first half stats and to get everybody ready for half number 2. Madonna and Roosevelt, game 2 of the day. And the Crusaders lead the Lakers by 9 at halftime. Second half getting ready to start here at St. Francis. It's Madonna and Roosevelt in game 2 of the USF New Year's Classic. Back and forth to start this one. Madonna took control as the first half wore on. We saw 3 ties, 6 lead changes, but it's been a while. Last time this game was tied was at 16 all. Madonna took their biggest lead of the game so far at 9 points on 3 free throws from Ethan Immersion with 1 second left on the clock in the first half. So this is their biggest lead they've had so far today. Their leading scorer is Henry Spate, who's got 10 points. Derek Murray has chipped in with 7 off the bench. Julio Montes leads the way for Roosevelt. He's got 9 points. He also has a team-leading 3 assists. However, he's turned it over 4 times. Shane Stevenson has 8 points and a team-leading 4 rebounds. Madonna shot the ball a lot better than Roosevelt did in the first half. Excuse me, 57% for Madonna, 39% for Roosevelt. And the Lakers were just 3 of 13 from three-point range. The Crusaders went 3 of 6. They've got the ball to start the second half. Here's Nunn bouncing it inside to Spate. Key of the big first half. Spate goes up and scores off the glass. Little push off of Ayo Ajiboye, who tried to draw the charge. The official said there wasn't enough there. And so the lead is 11 for Madonna. They've scored 5 points in a row just over the last 30 seconds of game action as the three-pointer misses from Roosevelt, who's now 3 of 14 from beyond the arc today. Here come the Crusaders in a hurry. Spate passes off to Mehdi, gets it right back. Nunn for 3, good. Madonna pulling away here. They've scored 7 consecutive points. And they lead now, make that 8 consecutive points. They lead now 51 to 37. There's a whistle because there's a wet spot on the floor, so they've got to wipe that up. And then Roosevelt will inbound. Madonna has now hit 4 3-pointers in the game. On just 7 attempts. Roosevelt has also hit 3, or they had hit 3 at halftime, the same number for both sides. Now it's 4 to 3 Madonna. But Roosevelt has also taken twice as many. Montez weaves his way through the defenders, tries to bank it in, but misses off the glass. We're going the other way. Mark Mehdi, tough shooting first half, but he scores here. And now has 6, make that 7 points for the game. Along with 5 rebounds. Timeout called by Roosevelt. 18:26 to play in the second half. It's a 16-point lead for the Crusaders. This was close throughout the first half. Going into the final minute, neither team had led by more than 6 points, but Madonna hit the big 3 free throws at the end of the first half. Ethan Immersion shooting a last-second three-pointer. He was fouled by Lucas Gordon. Ended up making his 3 free throws, and then they've just kept it going. Madonna has not slowed down a bit at the start of this half. They've already poured in 7 points over the first 94 seconds. Roosevelt still looking to get on the board for the first time this half. The Lakers are now just 11 of 30 from the field for the game. Brendan Young is not in the lineup for Madonna today, missing his second game. 16-point per game scorer for the Crusaders. So that's a big guy not to have available to you. And even without him, they have been excellent. Madonna came into play today on a 5-game winning streak. They scored at least 82 points in 4 of those 5 wins. And in their last 2 blowout victories over Spring Arbor and Goshen, they scored 96 and 99 points. So this is a team that can really put the ball in the basket, and they've been doing it today. They've scored 100 or more points 3 different times this year and are on pace to be right around that mark in today's game. Roosevelt knows that they need to step up their defense, but first things first, they've got to put some points on the board. They've gone over 2 minutes without a basket. Matt Myers along the baseline, gives it up, pass deflected. Picked up by Swinford, 4 on the shot clock. Shane Stevenson for 3, rattles it home. What a big three-pointer for Shane Stevenson, who's 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. He's got 11 points now to lead the Lakers. Spates gives it up to Mehdi. Mark Mehdi bounces to Spate, poked away by Ajiboye, but he got it right back. Spate spins inside, blocked from behind by Myers. Out of bounds, last touch by Roosevelt. It'll stay with Madonna, but with just 7 seconds to get a shot off. Inbounded to Mehdi. Mehdi up with the left hand, off the back iron, no. And Myers pulls down the rebound. Montez to Myers, into the corner. Stevenson thought about another 3. Instead he carries this one inside, throws the pass away, and Montez grabs it on the other end. I'm not sure if that's what that pass was intended for. But all's well that ends well for Roosevelt. The pass ended well enough. Let's see if the possession ends well for them. Montez around a screen to the right. Passes over to Myers. Down low to Stevenson with the shot clock running out. Just got it off and in. Shane Stevenson has stepped up for Roosevelt here in the second half. He's got the last 5, and he's pulled his team to within 11. Quick answer from Nunn, misses on the 3, but Spate grabs the rebound. Henry Spate backs it on Swinford. Pump fake inside, up and in. Off the backboard, Henry Spate adds 2 more. Spate versus Stevenson right now as Madonna has built the lead up to 13. Montez works his way to the right and backs up. Passed off to Myers, 3-pointer. Line drive shot misses short. Rebound goes to Devin Dunn. Here's Ian Barker, out to Spate, 3-pointer is good. Henry Spate stays hot. What a game he is having today. 17 points for Spate. Montez drives and kicks. Corner 3, Myers. Short. Rebound, Ajiboye. Another chance for the Lakers. Myers loses it for an instant. Gets it right back, though. To a cutting Montez, who lays it up and in. Nice find by Myers. Montez was left all alone. The Crusaders' defense forgot about him. 14-point game. Roosevelt has turned it around offensively. They're scoring now. But so is Madonna. Drive and a dish. Dunn looking for Mehdi, but it's knocked out of bounds. Nwosu and Jordan in for Roosevelt. Derek Murray and Ethan Immersion are back on the floor along with Jordan Duncan for Madonna. And a foul called on Nwosu, grabbing at Duncan on the inbounds play. Duncan into Mehdi. Mehdi in good positioning draws the foul on either Swinford or Myers. This will go on Myers. So Mark Mehdi goes to the line where he's 1 of 1 today. 76% for the year. He gets there a lot. First free throw is good. These 2 teams will both be in action tomorrow. Roosevelt plays at 1 o'clock against Thomas More. Madonna then at 3 o'clock takes on the hosts, St. Francis. Second free throw good for Mehdi. It's a 16-point lead for Madonna. Roosevelt, no matter what they do on offense, just can't seem to cut into this deficit. Here's Myers on the drive, and he's fouled going up. Foul called on Derek Dunn. And so Matt Myers gets a chance to score a few points without the clock moving. Myers at 72% for the season. These are his first free throws of the game. Myers' shot misses off the back rim. One more coming. That's one thing that Roosevelt really can't afford to do. Madonna's been making all of their free throws. Roosevelt shooting from the line well today also. They're 12 of 17. 13 of 18 now, but when you're trying to overcome a double-digit deficit, you got to hit from the line. He goes 1 of 2 to make it a 15-point game. Cross-court immersion. Gives it to Meddy. Now Isaac Anderson. Derek Murray looking for Meddy in the post. He didn't have him, so he drives instead. Off the glass, no good. Side of the backboard there. Swinford carries it the other direction. Out to Montez, who fakes the three. Puts it on the floor. Montez with the shot clock below 20. Pulls it back. And a moving screen is called on Lucas Jordan. D. Brown doesn't like the call, and that's a frustrating one for Jordan. The reason that he was called for the moving screen is because he tripped. He lost his footing and kind of inadvertently gave a push to the defender. I'm not saying it's not a foul, but certainly nothing malicious was intended by it, so it's a frustrating call to have go against you. Murray bounces down low to Meddy. Inside, Duncan. Duncan scores and draws the foul. How about that patience inside from Duncan? He heard Matt Myers coming in from behind him. And he just waited that instant, let Myers blow by, then went up for the shot. And got Myers on his back at the end of the play to get the foul call. Just great instincts down low from Jordan Duncan. He misses his free throw. Rebound tipped around though. And a travel called as Isaac Anderson comes down with it, but falls to the ground in the process. So nearly had a chance to make that a 4 or a 5-point play, but they'll settle for the 2 that they got. "17-point lead for Madonna. Still a lot of time left, but it's getting late for Roosevelt. Trying to overcome a 17-point deficit in 14 minutes when Madonna's offense has been scoring at will of late. Swinford is fouled. Foul called on Duncan. This one on the floor. It is just the second foul this half on Madonna. Into Swinford, right back to Montez. Montez off balance, got caught in the air and blocked by Isaac Anderson. Now the ball is loose, grabbed by Nwosu. Montez for 3, no good. Julio Montez is 1 of 6 from 3-point range today. Had his feet set there, a nice little fake. But maybe taken out of his rhythm a little bit. Anderson up to Meddy. Meddy thought about the 3. Now he drives, offensive foul. Extended the arm on Yuri Swinford there, so Meddy is called for the 3rd team foul of the half. It's only the 1st on Meddy. Another wet spot on the floor. Sweat's flying today. So again, they wipe one up. And somebody called timeouts. Roosevelt went off to their bench. I don't know what's going on right now. It didn't look like anybody had called timeout, or certainly none was acknowledged by the officials, but the teams have gone to the sideline, all except for Julio Montez, who now is called over by D. Brown. I don't know what the call is here. Did somebody call timeout? Technical foul they just announced. I'm not sure what led to this technical foul. Was it a delay of game potentially? There was a delay of game warning earlier. So Julio Montez will shoot the Free throw from the line here for Roosevelt, and he hits it. Got one more coming his way. He hits that one too. And now Roosevelt will get the ball. Now, I'm still not quite sure what led to that technical foul being called. But Roosevelt's happy to take the 2 free points. Montes has had a tough night from the field, but he's 6 of 6 from the free throw line. So he's in double figures. 11 points for the freshman. Jordan up top to Montez. Thought about the 3, drives, kicks. Jordan for 3. That's short. So both Jordan and Montez continue their struggles from the outside. They've gone a combined 2 for 11 on 3s. Derek Murray's got 9 points as he drives and lays it in. Derek Murray's been impressive. Ajaboye up with the left hand, no. Murray grabs the rebound. Murray takes it all the way in himself. Defensive foul called on Roosevelt. Second foul on Chimanuosu. First free throw is good for Derek Murray. Madonna now by 18. It was not a sudden spurt from Madonna that built their lead this big. They just keep on scoring, and little by little, that lead grows and grows. If you hadn't been looking up at the scoreboard this whole time, you might be surprised to all of a sudden see Madonna up by nearly 20 points. This game was so tight throughout the whole first half. Roosevelt was struggling to put the ball in the basket to start the second half. They've bounced back from that, but they're just not getting stops right now. Montez out to Stevenson. Shane Stevenson's been the best offensive player of the game for Roosevelt, and he continues that designation with a nice drive and a layup. Murray to his left. Gives it up down low, McClellan. McClellan blocked by the rim. The rebound's knocked out of bounds by the Lakers. Inbounded from immersion to McClellan. Here's Spate for 3. Not this time for Henry Spate. He's hit almost everything he's put up there today. And that time a little bit short. Stevenson spins into the paint and he walks. Traveling violation called on Shane Stevenson. Roosevelt turns it over. Make that a 17-point lead for Madonna with the ball. Under 12 minutes to play. Madonna's trying to win their 6th consecutive ball game. This is Murray dribbling it off to his right. Murray on Stevenson. Loses the ball, gets it back with 10 to shoot. Bounced inside to immersion. Nice feed to McClellan, and Matthew McClellan lays it in. McClellan's first points today. He averages 5.5 per game for the season. Spinning inside Swinford. Swinford, a lot of contact, but no foul as he fails to convert inside. And Madonna works quickly the other way. Spate against Jordan. Around Jordan, reverse layup is good for Henry Spate. He's closing in on 20 points for the game now. It's a 20-plus point lead for the first time today. Stevenson gives it up to Montez. Montez, three-pointer, got it. Good ball work by Julio Montez. And a much-needed three-pointer for Roosevelt. Montez's second three ball of the game. He and Stevenson have provided the vast majority of the offense today for Roosevelt as the leaner misses from Dunn. And the Lakers are on the move again. It's Montez all the way in, blocked by Immersion. And the loose ball is secured by Matthew McClellan. There's a steal for Lucas Jordan. Jordan tries the three. No, shorts. Quick shot from Lucas Jordan there. And a steal for Nwosu, who jumps the passing lane. 2-on-1, Nwosu to Jordan. Tries to give it right back, pass a little bit behind him. And Roosevelt maintains possession, but they have to play the half-court game now as Madonna gets everybody back in position. Missed opportunity there for Roosevelt. Montez bounces it down low to Stevenson, out of his hands, and picked up by McClellan. Here's Spate. Dunn on the wing for Madonna, bounces down low to Henry Spate. Working inside on Nwosu. Spate kicks it out to the cutting Murray. Derek Murray is fouled. And that foul is called on Yuri Swinford. Just over 9 minutes to play. Madonna in control so far. The third foul on Swinford. Murray misses on the first free throw. He's 3 of 5 from the line today. Noel Emmenheiser goes to his bench. Emmenheiser, a longtime Crusader. He was here as a player, an assistant coach, and now a head coach. So in some capacity, he's been with the university for over 20 years now. As Murray makes 1 of 2 from the line and extends the lead to 19. It's been as big as 21. Roosevelt's biggest lead was 4. That was early on. 3 ties, 6 lead changes in the first 10 minutes of this game. None since. Swinford drives. Swinford shovels it off to Stevenson. It's deflected out of bounds. Inbounded to Yuri Swinford. Off the hands of Jordan and out of bounds. Swinford and Jordan not on the same page, and Roosevelt turns it over again. Going downhill for the Lakers. Madonna playing with a little extra pep in their step right now with the big advantage. Dunn out to Nunn. Ryan Nunn takes it in at the baseline. Bounced out to Barker, and Ian Barker puts it up and in with the right hand. Madonna just continues to score. They've hit their season average now with, season average is 82 points, not 72. But they're on pace for another big scoring total today as Myers drives and draws the foul. 87 points per game. I don't know why I was thinking 82 either. I've talked a lot about the impressive Madonna offense throughout today's game. And another good performance today. They'll be back on the floor tomorrow at the same time against St. Francis. As Matt Myers misses the first free throw. Fighting Saints today nearly pulled off the upset of number 2, Thomas More, before falling by 2. But they will have their hands full with this Crusaders offense, even without Brendan Young, putting up some big numbers. Myers makes the second. He goes 1 of 2 at the line. Here's Mark Meddy, pass deflected. They're able to keep it alive though. Nunn takes it in, bounces down low to Ian Barker, who pulls it back outside. Nunn on the drive, pulls up, shovels off to Isaac Anderson, and Anderson lays it in. Julio Montes stripped by Nunn. He dives on the floor, keeps it in bounds, no timeout. So he did not keep it in bounds. I think he wanted to call a timeout as he fell on that ball inside the sideline, but instead his shoulder hit the brown paint down there before he could get the timeout called. So it is Roosevelt basketball. Myers in a double team, loses it, out of bounds on the Crusaders. It'll be Lakers basketball here, 14 to shoot. 7.5 to play in the game. Yuri Swinford loses the ball, gets it back. Backing in on Jordan Duncan. Finds Montez in the corner, no good. Rebound Medi, nearly poked away by Montez, but Madonna keeps it alive. Here's Ian Barker. Barker off to Medi. Medi hands it to Nunn. Around to the right side, Nunn to Duncan. Shot clock under 10 for Mark Medi, posting up on Stevenson. Fighting for position down low, Shane Stevenson is called for the foul. Madonna's in the bonus. This is a shooting foul regardless, so Mark Medi goes to the line for 2. First free throw misses off the back rim. Roosevelt goes back to their bench. Nwosu and Ejiboye are back in. D. Brown has not used much of the bench today. It's pretty much just been a 7-man rotation with Jordan and Nwosu. Andrew Vion played 5 minutes in the first half. We haven't seen him since. Second shot falls for Medi, 1 of 2. Madonna, on the other hand, has been shuffling guys in and out all game, keeping everybody fresh. And they've gotten contributions up and down the lineup, including from the bench. The jumper falls for Matt Myers. Nice shot for Myers. Roosevelt's not done quite yet, but they're in serious trouble. They need to get stops. They need them in a hurry, which usually means turnovers. They also need a lot of them. Pass to the bouncing Nunn. Down low Duncan, blocked by Swinford, and a jump ball is called. Possession arrow Roosevelt. Good defense from the Lakers. Here's Andrew Vion now checking back in. First time he's been on the floor in a while. Swinford heads to the bench. Matt Myers sets it up. Myers working his way to the right side. Ball knocked away by Nunn. Chased down to the backcourt by Myers to keep it alive for the Lakers. Myers stripped again by Nunn. The ball loose, and this time it's grabbed by Isaac Anderson. Anderson going the other way, lays it up and in. And the lead is 23 for Madonna. This match is their largest of the day. And now under 6 minutes to play. Myers off to Nwosu. Nwosu nearly had it stripped, but he keeps it alive to Myers. Myers step back from three-point range, rattles it home. Big three for Myers to keep Roosevelt's fading hopes alive. A 20-point game with just over 5 minutes to play. Barker down low to Medi. Medi working in the post against Ajiboye. Flips it up with a right-handed in. Madonna's just not being denied right now. Every time Roosevelt has made a big play to try to get themselves back in it. And that's going to be a travel on Lucas Jordan. As he jumped a little bit too quickly, Nunn came flying in defensively. Good defense from Nunn, and Jordan turns it over. And I was just going to say, every time Roosevelt has made a big play to try to capture momentum, Madonna has responded in kind. We saw it just a moment ago. Now Roosevelt turns it over. Roosevelt goes to the bench. They bring in Jared Borer, freshman from Lincoln, Nebraska, for the first time today. So with the game slipping away, D. Brown digs a little bit deeper into the bench. Here's Henry Spate. Big game today for Spate. He's blocked by Vion, but a foul called. Spate set the tone in this one. He was the big offensive presence over the first 5 minutes of the game for Madonna. And never really slowed down all that much. Got his teammates involved, but he stayed hot. So he makes the first free throw here. Mark Johnson, senior from Barrington, Illinois, is now in for Roosevelt. As Spate makes both free throws. So the Lakers are playing with 5 subs now with 4.5 minutes to go. See how long Noel Emenheiser keeps his starters on the floor. Nwosu gives it to Jared Borer. Off to Vian, whose pass is nearly intercepted, but pulled in by Mark Johnson. Borer kicks it out to Vian. Vian on the drive and kick. Borer for 3. Perfect. 3-point shooting has been a bugaboo for Roosevelt today, but coming off the bench, Jared Borer is able to knock one down. Now a near steal for Nwosu, but is kicked. So it won't count. Still Madonna basketball with 4 minutes to play. There's a foul called, offensive foul on Isaac Anderson. Anderson called for the charge. 6th foul this half on Madonna. As the Crusaders turn it over, Roosevelt takes possession. Borer hit the 3-pointer on the last possession for the Lakers. He sets up the offense here. Crossing over to the left side. Bounce down to the post. It's Mark Johnson. Johnson backs in, fires it out to Nwosu. Nwosu draws the contact and scores. No foul called, but a good play by Chima Nwosu. Trying to keep Roosevelt alive in this one. They've scored the last 5 points. Here's Anderson giving it up to Murray. Derek Murray guarded by Borer. Gets into the paint, steps out. Jump shot misses off the glass. Rebound tracked down by Murray, who throws it off of Johnson. Johnson was standing out on his, there's no whistle because the ball never touched out of bounds, but Mark Johnson was standing on the line, or well over the line actually, when the ball hit him. So it was a good play by Derek Murray to keep the ball alive and keep it for his team as it is officially out of bounds on Roosevelt. Madonna basketball with 3:12 to play. Inbounded to Jordan Duncan. Here's Immersion. Out to Murray. The Crusaders run some clock as Murray steps inside, kicks out to Ethan Immersion. 3-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Nwosu. Roosevelt, on the other hand, now wants to work quickly. Jared Borer down to the corner for Jordan. Cross-court pass from Jordan is intercepted by Murray. Derek Murray, nice step around Vian. He's fouled by Johnson and converts the play. I think we've seen today why Madonna's offense is so good. They've got a lot of different weapons. And today it was Henry Spate and Derek Murray who did most of the heavy lifting. Two guys who are not necessarily the usual suspects for this team. But again, they've got a lot of players who can contribute on any given day. 3-point play for Derek Murray. The lead is back up to 22. Corner 3, Lucas Jordan misses. And Madonna grabs the rebound. Immersion around the screen. Bounces down low to McClellan. McClellan backs in. McClellan outside. Murray for 3. Not this time. Offensive rebound. Foul called, and Duncan finishes. So he's got a chance for a 3-point play. And that one off the offensive rebound. Well, I always say if you're going to miss badly. Makes it easier to get an offensive rebound. That's what happened right there. Madonna goes to the bench. Zach Hennessy is out there for the first time, along with Garrett Balazzi. Free throw misses. Jordan grabs the rebound. So both teams are playing their subs right now. A lopsided game down the stretch. And the ball is lost by Mark Johnson. Picked up by Anderson, ahead for McClellan. McClellan is fouled by Shane Stevenson as he finishes at the rim as well. Third straight possession that Madonna has scored and drawn the foul. Crusaders are closing in on the century mark again here today, though McClellan misses the free throw. Johnson chases down the rebound. Jared Borer sets up the offense for Roosevelt. To Nwosu, down to the post, Shane Stevenson, shot misses. Rebounded by Isaac Anderson. Working quickly here, it's Hennessy. Nearly lost it, kept it alive to Anderson. Cross court and out of bounds. It was over the head of Garrett Belazzi. Johnson posting up on Hennessy, kicks it out to Stevenson. Right back into the post. It's Johnson. One dribble and outside. Borer down low Stevenson. Stevenson turnaround, rims out. Nwosu tried to poke it away from McClellan, but Madonna's able to track it down anyway. Final minute of play. Hennessy gives it to Anderson. They nearly lost it there. Anderson drives left side, layup is good. Two more for Isaac Anderson. It may be the last two of the game for the Crusaders, who have the big lead right now on Roosevelt. Probably the last possession here for Roosevelt. Borer and company will try to go out with a bang. Johnson for three, short. Rebounded by Hennessy, and the shot clock is off. The Crusaders can dribble it out if they'd like to. Zach Hennessy is in no hurry to get to the rim here. It does look like Madonna will let this thing run out and wind up with a 91-63 victory, a game that was so tight throughout the entire first half. Things flipped around after halftime as Madonna is indeed victorious by 28 points. Actually, things started to flip late in the first half. Madonna went on a little run, culminating in 3 free throws with under a second to play in the half. That gave them a 9-point edge at the break, but the second half was just total domination. After taking that 9-point lead in the halftime, Madonna outscored Roosevelt the rest of the way, 45-26. And this one was never really close after intermission. So Madonna picks up their 6th consecutive victory. They improved to 12-3 on the season, and they secure at least 90 points for the 3rd consecutive game. This is a team that's really firing on all cylinders right now, pretty much scoring at will of late. Roosevelt, with the loss, drops their 2nd in their last 3 games. That after they had won 8 consecutive games between November 12th and December 11th. They now fall to 10-5 for the season. They'll have the first game tomorrow, 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Roosevelt takes on the 2nd-ranked team in the country, Thomas More, who escaped a scare today. They beat St. Francis 70-68 as the Fighting Saints missed a 3-pointer at the last second that would have given them the victory. So Thomas More and Roosevelt tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And the victorious team today, in the blowout win, Madonna riding high, picking up their 6th straight. They will take on the host of this event, St. Francis, tomorrow afternoon. That'll be a 3 o'clock start time, so the same start time for them. 3 o'clock tomorrow, Madonna against St. Francis, and that should be a good one based on the way that those two teams played today. They both played really well and have set up what should be a very competitive afternoon game tomorrow. Again, our final score here, 91-63. Madonna comes out on top of Roosevelt. Thanks for tuning in to today's contest. Both teams will be back in action tomorrow, and we'll have both broadcasts for you right here through the USF Sports Network. For more information, you can go to the St. Francis Athletics website at GoFightingSaints.com. But until tomorrow afternoon, this is Terry Bonadonna now signing off from Joliet, Illinois. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy your Thursday evening.